Okay, so let's do this. I thought I would do a sort of walkthrough of how I make a character. I don't know if this would fucking help anybody, but it's something I like doing, and I'm like maybe I should just record my entire process, right? So the first thing that I do is I come up with a rough idea of what I want, right? So recently I watched Gravity and Martian movies, both space shit, both fucking astronaut shit. So I'm like, all right, I'm in an astronaut kick, I suppose. So I wanna make a character like that. So that's the idea. So let's go with science here. Not like this is gonna change anything. This is for gameplay stuff. I don't really care about the gameplay portion that much, but let's just click things. Let's just click things. Alright, force field, I suppose. And let's give him an assault rifle. Because I don't know. We gave this guy a force field and an assault rifle. Assault rifle is because it's more realistic. You can still shoot guns in space. It makes sense, right? And force field, I guess it's because the other space hero that I like so much is Green Lantern, and this is sort of like the Green Lantern power set, but defensively. That's my thinking process. Now the body shape, I don't need to touch on this yet. First we need to come up with the character. Now I like using the presets over here. They give you a good place to start, not necessarily the place you end up with, but it's a good place to start your shtick. So let's just go through here to see if something catches the eye for that astronaut space sci-fi feeling. Now you might think, why not just go for the armor set that has all the like fucking technologic sci-fi names in it, right? Like, yeah, you can do that. That's a good place to start as any. But sometimes you see something and that jolts something else. Like it gives you some other idea. You know what I mean? And you kind of need that. Because what happens in character creation, or rather character designing, is after a while the character sort of comes out by itself. Like, does that make sense? Your control over things sort of fade away. You start with the concept, yeah, but after a while, as you start developing, making the character, it takes on a life of its own, and then you serve to make that character come to life. Maybe this is insanity, acoustic speech at work here, but that's how I approach things. So now I just want to make an astronaut with an assault rifle, right? With an M4 maybe, or an AK. But I'm almost 100% sure that that is not the guy we will end up with, because that's what always happens with my character creations. I start something with a very basic idea, with a very basic look, and then we work on it to make it something a little different. And in the end, is it better? Is it worse? Like, that's up to preference, I suppose. Everyone's likes and dislikes may vary. This is too techy now. Okay, retro sci-fi. This looks pretty okay. Our colors are linked. Let's make it white to see. Okay, this will probably be our starting point, but just to make sure, I'm gonna keep going. Retro sci-fi is probably the easiest starting point. Yeah, see, these are way too tech-like. I mean, if you want, you can kick it up to a much more of a technologically advanced astronaut. Like, that's up to you. Okay, now we're back at the beginning, so I'm gonna go back to the retro sci-fi. There we go. So this is good as a starting point. Now, as far as I know, this game will not have like that big square backpacks the astronauts have, right? I think this is sort of the steampunk version of it. But let's see. I don't remember all the pieces off the top of my head, so I have to look. Even though if I were to remember every piece, I still like to look, because like I said, you don't know when that inspiration's for something is gonna hit. Sometimes you just have to see things. At least that's how I work. I'm a very visual learner guy. I need to see things. This is too normal of a backpack. This guy is a space guy. Nah, this is too alien-like. The hell are these? What is this? Money bag? Nah, no. What would you do with paper money in space, bro? Maybe these? But these are 260s. Like these sort of remind me of like retro futurism, cassette futurism. I don't think that's the vibe I want to go for. I don't know the vibe I want to go for, but like I said, for now, it's just an astronaut. Okay, the shape of this tombstone is actually the same shape with the backpacks that astronauts wear, but the size is the problem. It should be fucking bigger than our head, actually, but we can't do that. So let's keep it for now, I suppose. I don't think we're gonna get anything better. Yeah, okay, let's keep it for now. Now I think I want to do some body work, because our guy looks too slick right now. He needs to look like puffy, you know? Have you ever seen an astronaut suit? They look puffy as heck. So let's just see how this looks. All buffed up physique. I kind of like it. See, this is puffy. This is very puffy. Let's see what else we can do. Hips. Waist. Okay. We gotta... He's too muscular on the chest. I don't want that. And maybe a little less shoulders. There we go. You gotta look human, man. You're not an athlete. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Now some other thing that I don't like are the boots. I don't like those boots. I want a puffier boots. This is too slick. Oh, that's leg. These are too slick. I want a puff one. See if we can find a puffy. Maybe this? No, this is too tech. This? No. It needs to be simple puff. Do we not have a simple puff? Okay. Oh, I kind of like the rubber effect on this, but it doesn't work. Maybe this one though. Skin leather is good. Can we add some blend into it? Maybe here? Blend? Okay. Oh, we gotta unlink our colors. I like to use the blend option to give some shading to the piece that I'm working at, or rather the body part I'm working at. Like, see, this sort of works. This is like a good shadow. That's a good primitive shading. Okay. Now we come to the head part. Now, I personally do not like the fact that our character's face is visible. And I don't think there's an option in this game where you can only see like the glass, if that makes sense. There is an option for that in Champions Online. Again, I keep comparing these two games because they are so similar, like you wouldn't believe. I think like the same guys, original guys, made both of the games, and I play both of those games, so of course I keep referencing the two. So can we change the helmet to something else? Probably not, right? Also, why is the helmet in detail 2? Isn't detail 2 for, yeah, like for mount shtick? Mouthpieces, lower body? Or rather, lower face? No, I'm not liking this. Maybe we need something else. Full helmets? Too techy, too weird. This would have been good as an astronaut who got fucking infected and turned into a zombie astronaut, alien astronaut. This is kind of cool concept, but it would be a cool villain concept. Maybe we'll explore that as well, but probably not. Think tank. What is floating head? Oh no. But the skull though. With the tombstone in the back? Okay, see, this is the moment where I said it writes itself, do you remember? The character comes to life. I think now I have a clear sort of goal, and it all started with the skull. I'm not gonna use the skull. I'm gonna use the think tank and then add the skull in it. Rubber duck. What is this? I don't know this existed. Friendly or evil? Oh my god. Forget the skull. We should use this. This is more evil. But no. This is too sci-fi. Open jaw. Oh yeah. Open jaw is much more, it gives him much more character. Okay, now let's look at this guy from the outside. I like what we're looking at. Now I think I can get down to some color work, some finer tuning, if that makes sense. I also want to add a breather, yeah, and also, yeah, much more detailed one. Okay, we have a base. Now it's up to the colors. You can think, like, you can stop here actually. All white, it's an astronaut, it works, right? Let's give him a fucking M4 and call it a day. Military assault rifle, there we go. Let's put it on his back. Like, you can call this complete, and you would be fine. You would get PMs in the game praising you for having a good character. I can already see that. But me, I like a good color work as well. Now, first things first, even without starting the colors, I want to see if there's a better version of this. Yes, you see, Retro Sci-Fi 1 and 3. 1 is much more. How do I say this? I don't know. It's more glossy, if that makes sense. More leather-like, maybe, even though you don't want that in your actual astronaut suit. But we are not gonna be actually in space. Yeah, I want the shiny miny. Right now we start some work. So what does this change? It changes that. All right. You stay like that for now. What does this change? Oh, it changes that. Okay. That's good. That's good. Head. What do you change, sir? Oh, you change the bone. You know, I think full white is good because it has that bone color embedded within the object. I don't need to do anything there. But can I not change the, like, the liquid inside the shtick? Maybe it's this? There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. If I'm gonna decide that on that, then I should first change the color of this chest piece. Yeah? Oh yeah. So let's say, oh, this is good. Okay. Okay, this be good. All right. See how it's coming together now, on its own. I'm actually not doing anything. This isn't me, man. It's doing it by itself. I'm just along for the ride now. This is a dead astronaut. This is a guy who's dead. Okay, now I want to give a belt some color. It has a glow. I don't want a glow. But hell yeah. Okay, now you're seeing the vision, right? Now you're seeing the vision. I know you do. It's coming together. You feel it. You feel it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See when the shading also works? You kind of like it. Now glow here can work, but not like this. Or maybe exactly like this. Maybe we were right at the start. Maybe he should both use a gun and should also have fucking lantern powers, because he's dead, right? He's dead. If he's alive and kicking now, he should have some otherworldly powers. There we go. There you go. Now tombstone in the back. Now I'm not so sure about that. Now I'm not so sure about that. And you're gonna be like, what the hell, man? That was the start of the entire design. How are you not sure about that? Well, I'm not, because now all this think tank and like the skull, all these colors, these take so much of your attention. Like think about your eyes. You're looking at it, right? Your eyes can focus on like very specific things, and it how do I say this? It shouldn't be too crowded, and also it should be in a complete shape that is satisfactory to the eye. Right now the back portion does not accomplish that. This looks heavy. This looks sloppy. Like, let's be real. This looks sloppy. Like, the shape doesn't make sense. If we remove the back, let's try that. We remove the gun from the back. This is okay, but I feel like the upper portion takes too much of the attention. It needs to be leveled more. Like, because here is too empty. So I think, hell yeah, I think we're gonna use a jetpack, man. Do we have any other? No. But this works too. Hell yeah, this definitely works. Oh, we can change that too. Insanity. Actual insanity. There you go. Now look at him. Do you see what I mean now? Now it fits your eyes perfectly. Okay, now we're doing the... Now we're just playing with it. Now we're just having fun with it. Standard or glow? Yeah, no, standard. But this one needs to have more shady. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, do we give it an aura? Maybe just to the... Let's try to give it a fucking... Let's go full-on Green Lantern on his ass. Let's go full Green Lantern on his ass. Well, that's good. Okay, if it's on all the time, it's gonna look too crowded. So let's have it be fists, but only activated in combat. Okay. Now let's see how it looks if the gun is on the back. Okay. And now I think the weight level of the attention and the colors, I think this is pretty cool, guys. I think we did it. So now let's see him in action. Oh, we gotta give him the Green Lantern colors here as well. Okay, let's do that, and let's match the colors. There you go. Okay, see how the aura activates on the fists. There you go. Okay, let's maybe turn him toward this side. Maybe like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. An astronaut who has Green Lantern shields and a gun. And he's also dead. See, like, such a dumbass concept. We started with something so simple. We just wanted to make an astronaut, and now we have a fucking astro skull, I guess. Not astronaut, but he has a that's a good name, Astro Skull. Even the name found itself. See, I'm not doing anything much in this video, in this designing process, and that's what I wanted to convey, man. Like, that's the joy I get rather with character creation. At some point, you're just happy to be along for the ride. You're not doing anything. It just does it for you. Now let's see if that name is taken. Can we be the Astro Skull? Maybe the Astro Skull? Let's see, the moment of truth. Do we should play tutorial? No. I'm gonna be a hero. Create character. Oh, there we have it. No one's taken the Astro Skull. We're the first. Well, well, there we have it. Look at that. Astro Skull in all his glory. Look at that, bro. We can't fly yet, but he looks good. Like even from like looking at it from a range. Yeah, this is an Astro. He's a little thick. I'll give him that, but he's a skeleton, bro. Like you can't go into this guy. Come on. Okay, let's see how he looks in action. Let's activate the shield. Oh, that's good. That's good. We can't attack with this shield though, right? It's that power? Yeah, it's that power. I shouldn't have taken that. Gun him down. Yeah, the aura looks good. Our colors are nice looking. Oh, hell yeah. See, I would call this little project a success. I think we designed a very good character, man. And gunned down the civilian on the street, even though he was a jackass. The girl is happy with us. Life's good. Life's good. So yeah, man, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. I just wanted to share how my mind works when I create a character, when I design something. If you like shit like this, I can record all my character creation journeys, like, going forward. I don't know, maybe this was a very boring video as well, because I was so into making the character. Maybe I didn't focus on being, like, entertaining as much. I don't know. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm still terrible with the video outro, so I think it's gonna just end right now, right fucking now.